Welcome to the She Shed. Come and join the She Shed, yeah. Come and join the She Shed. Welcome to the She Shed, yeah. Welcome to the She Shed. Come and join the She Shed, yeah. Welcome to the She Shed. Come and join the four black queens united as one. She shed the tea, food for thought, encouragement to be free. Share the struggles of a superwoman, get the cheat codes of life. Letting all the ladies know you're not alone in this life. There's road struggles, you, the hustle, fitness, weakness. We all go through this, yeah. We know, everything that's your.
Welcome to the first episode of the She Shed. I'm so happy to have my sisters with me today. We are talking about a bomb situation today. We're talking about struggling in silence and how strong women have to be. And I'm really excited to talk about this with these ladies because these are some strong women. But we know that a lot of times we face a lot of issues. And I'm just going to throw the question out there. Why do we struggle in silence? Why do women take everything inside and we don't show it? We don't outwardly show it, or we don't feel comfortable sharing it with people?
I honestly believe, I can speak for myself, I struggled in silence because I was scared no one was going to accept my voice. When you go through a lot of things, you don't know who is going through those struggles with you. And so you're afraid to run into people that have never gone through what you've gone through. You're afraid to share your experience with them because you don't want to be judged. You know, you don't want people to look at you in different lights. And so it's easy to be silent. Just shut up about this situation. Don't share it. You just don't want to be judged on the situation. You don't know if anyone else knows anything about it.
That's right. I think too it's because you have so many people depending on you.
Yeah.
You know, when you're a mom and a wife or a girlfriend, I'm a supervisor too at my job.
Yeah.
So I literally can say at any given time I have 10 to 15 people that depend on me to be strong. You know, I can't just not go to work one day. I can't just not open a business one day. I can't not be a mother one day.
Right.
So you have to not necessarily even struggle in silence, but you have to find a way to deal with what you're going through because you have to perform sometimes. You know, you just don't have the option to fail.
Yeah.
And so when you don't, you just have to, I call it push, pray until something happens.
Yes.
You know, just fake it till you make it. Because, I mean, what are your other options sometimes?
Sometimes there's none.
Now, I will still a nap. I will turn that phone off and I'm going to take a nap.
Well, for me, I feel as though I used to think I struggled in silence, but then when you start doing your spiritual development, you come to the realization that everything that's happening to me is happening for me. So whereas I used to think I would struggle, and then I would always change that around instead of, not saying that people have the victim mentality, but always trying to figure out, okay, well, how can I grow from this?
Yeah.
What is this teaching me?
Yeah.
How can I not run into this same situation again and again and again and again? Because sometimes we get that same lesson over and over and over again until we finally complete whatever it is we're supposed to get from that. So now it's like whatever comes to me, I'm like, thank you, God. Whatever arises, I love that. No matter what happens in my day, I love that. Even if it's not going the way I planned it to go, I try to love that because I don't want to be stuck or stagnant trying to figure out why am I going through this? Why am I by myself? Well, those questions that we often ask, which is human to ask, but I just feel like sometimes when you look at it from a different perspective, the clouds turn into sunshine.
Yeah. I mean, you talking about, kind of repeating the same lesson over and over again. And I think we as women owe ourselves and owe our sisters to also educate on what we've been through. A lot of times we don't share our experiences, and that is why other people struggle in silence, because they don't know. I mean, to think like they see Taya, she's got it all together, or they see Purpose, she got it all together. but actually we go through
everything
things.
every day.
Right, you see on posts and they're uplifting because that a lot of times I'm doing that for me.
Yeah,
I need to uplift myself. So it's good to know that like, okay, they are also going through something, and then share that experience and share how we got through it.
It's definitely rewarding when you go through the same things you've gone through, and you're saying to yourself, God, I'm not the only one going through this, you know. And just to piggyback on what my sister Tay said, it's real easy to ask God, can you remove these struggles from my life? And instead of now me asking God to remove them, I ask God, please just make me strong enough to endure what I'm going through. You know, but I honestly think, like you said, that it's so important for us to share what we go through with other women, because there is other women that are out there struggling in silence. You know, they need to know, sister, you're not by yourself. There's other people that have gone through it. There's other people that's sitting in it now. You understand?
And let me help you.
And
Let me help you. Let me give you some of the tools that work for me. Let me pull you up.
Because you kind of have a choice. You can wallow in it, you can let it, you know, affect your life, fester, and then that's when you become bitter and judgmental, and you're the type of person that nobody wants to go to and tell that they have issues. Or you can take it and make it something that's positive and make it that impacts other people. And I think you kind of either are that woman or you're the other. You kind of like the women who there's no in between. You know, you can't be flaky about it. You know, and I've met a lot of women that are judgmental that I can't go to and say, hey, I'm feeling down because, well, what's wrong? You know, and nobody wants that. I don't want it. You know, I told you shouldn't have been with him. Okay, well,
I'm here now.
One thing I can commend you with is how you will allow people to go through whatever you're going through with you, and you will showcase that so that people can see your authenticity. You know what I'm saying? And someone like me, I'm more of an introvert, so I will tell you the testimony after I pass the test.
I gotta pass it first.
I gotta pass it on the other side.
Yeah, you will share your beautiful journey no matter how deep it is. And I just commend, because some people don't have that ability. I know I'm not there yet, where I'm able to just, you know, get online, do a Facebook Live, and tell everybody what I'm going through on that day. When I like, just with your recent journey, I was like, wow, that's amazing. You know, because a lot of women wouldn't be able to do that and do it with a smile on their face.
And I know I have to pull that from myself and show it, because that's part of my therapy, because if I know at least one person dialed into Facebook today and was like, oh, okay, I can do it, then I'm okay. But if I'm just suffering and I'm going through it and nothing is happening and I'm not helping anybody, because I'm going through this journey for a reason. Right? It's God has put this on me to do something with it. It's those of us who just kind of don't do anything with it that seem to stay in this perpetual cycle of just down, and then you become that chick, you know. And I don't want to be that chick. Y'all don't want to be that chick. So you're the owner of a business, like a brick and mortar business. A co-owner. I don't want Andres to be the same.
Please, that is my boyfriend. Andre is my boyfriend and my business partner. Together we own Andres the Car and TD Cigar and Wine Lounge. We are located at 15905 Euclid Avenue in the beautiful East Cleveland.
Yeah, that's right.
Ohio.
But that's gotta be a struggle. That's gotta be. You have regular life, and then you decided to be a business owner, which is right.
And a full-time job. I've also worked for the government. I've been with the government for 15 years.
Wow.
So I'm a supervisor there.
And you going through the government shutdown?
I went through the shutdown.
Oh, wow.
Look, I went through the shutdown. I got to the other side. I got that check, y'all.
Okay.
I was like, I'm doing the check-in. Yes, it's definitely a balancing act. And I think that's why you don't want to suffer in silence, but there have been plenty of days I've had to put a smile on my face.
Yeah.
You know, some cheer in my voice when I really just wanted to lay down.
Yeah. And not get up.
You know, and I would sometimes think that, and even the other day, we left here. Remember I was sick when y'all were here? And we went to the emergency room. We didn't get out the emergency room till 9 o'clock in the morning, and then we was back here at noon. You know, and so there are those times that I had those moments with Jesus. First thing in the morning, like, Lord, you know, it's all on my plate. Give me the grace. You know, give me the grace, give me the strength to do what I have to do for us and our family, you know. And so, yeah, it can be a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do without Jesus.
And I love how you thank the universe for everything.
Yes.
Good and bad. Whatever is coming your way.
And we are expected to be strong. We are expected to be where we think we're going to be. Like even today, I have a rare form of endometriosis, adenomyosis. And so I'm on lots of different medications, Tramadol, naproxen, Zofran. And when I woke up this morning, I was like, there's no way. There's no way. Then I was like, okay, God, you got to make a way. So you get up and you put yourself together and you look pretty and you go with your day.
Yeah. And some of the most amazing things happen to those who endure.
Exactly.
You know, those who put on that smile. And your energy, when I come in here, makes me go up. You know what I'm saying? When I first met Erica, she was like, boo, and hey, girl. I don't know if I know you from somewhere else, but I know you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like,
not the same way. Remember I said, I know you from
yeah, you
somewhere.
got that spirit that I already know you spirit.
Right, and the weird thing is, I don't do it for me. At the end of the day, we don't do what we do for us. You did not get out your bed for you. You did it for others because we could have still been in the bed, you know, and chilling.
Yeah.
You know, it was a struggle for me getting here today, but I Ubered here because I made a dedication to my sister, and I said at the end of the day, I'm not here for me, I'm here for others because there are others out there that need our help.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's powerful. All right, you guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about silence, struggle, and I don't know, maybe a little bit of empowerment. We'll be back with the She Shed in just a minute.
Hello everybody, how you doing today? My name's John. Have you ever figured out how to get your laundry done in a fast and easy way? Well, I have. It's called Dash and Press. And here's the reason why. Come here! He's always getting my clothes dirty with his muddy paws and his slobbery mouth. DashandPressLS.com.
Welcome to the She Shed. Come and join the She Shed, yeah. Come and join the She Shed. Welcome to the She Shed.
Welcome back to the She Shed. We have a great conversation going on right now about women struggling in silence. And I'm just really blessed to be here with my sisters, and this is our first episode. I cannot wait for you guys to see what we have coming up right here on our YouTube channel, Purpose Speaks. Make sure you subscribe. We also have an Instagram page, The She Shed Talks, and Twitter, The She Shed Talks. We'll be doing some live episodes as well and live tweeting, so just make sure you support us because we support you. So get back in the conversation. What do you guys have some thoughts during the break? Did you have anything?
Well, I know when we talk about women struggling in silence, sometimes it happens since you were a child. I know that was my case.
Yeah.
I was sexually molested by a family member at a very young age. And so that I definitely consider was something that I struggled with in silence because I didn't tell my parents until I was in my early 30s.
Wow.
So for all of those years, I struggled in silence.
Yeah.
And then we don't realize how it affects us on a daily basis. Our weight, I was almost 300 pounds because I was eating, just to kind of mask that. And sometimes I don't even think I remembered all of what happened to me. So it was like when everything did come to the light, all of my issues in life made sense.
Yeah.
So it's like some of those things that we suffer from in silence, they really do create us. Yeah, they manifest and they create us into the person that we are.
Yeah.
And we don't even realize things like, oh, you know, like I was molested on a waterbed and in a shower. So I love to go to the ocean, but I didn't like to get in it because I didn't like the feeling of the waves.
Wow.
You know, I was the quickest shower ever. You didn't have to tell me to hurry up and get out of the shower because I wanted to get out in the shower because of what happened to me in one. So it was like once all of those memories came back clearly, it was like, okay, that's why I like to sleep with pants on. I'm not about to sleep in a little nightgown. I always like to sleep covered up. And so all of those things started to make sense to me. As oh, this is why I have those type of issues with people and within myself. So sometimes when we struggle in silence, it's because as a child you don't know what to do with it. So you just grow up into an adult and you still don't know exactly what to do with it. So I know that was particularly my issue, and sometimes, you know, we try to figure out why we can't lose weight or why different things in our life don't get better. Because if you don't dig up those old roots, then it's always going to fester. So you can lose weight, but you'll gain it right back if you don't get rid of the issue. So that was something for me. And then luckily I found keto and I was able to get the weight off, but I was also doing the inside spiritual work to help me alleviate those issues that I had so that when I lost weight now, it's like I can eat whatever and I won't put it back on because I dealt with the underlying issues.
Make sure y'all look up Keto Queen.
Yes. I definitely can understand, you know, what my sister is talking about when you have so many bones that you have buried. You don't want to dig those old bones up. I was molested as well by a family member. I've been in domestic violence relationships. I've been married 3 times, divorced 3 times now in an amazing marriage. But you bring all that baggage with you when you find someone good, and it starts to affect what you have. So if you don't clean that up, it's going to continue to follow you. And for me, it was Christ that brought me out of all of that, because I would be going back and forth to church, and I'm like, God, I don't want to deal with this. You're trying to open some doors, I don't want to open it, but you know what? If you don't deal with it at the root, you have to deal with it at the root. And there are women out there, like we're talking about now, that are struggling with these same things. So guys, you are not alone. There's women out here that are struggling. There's women that have struggled. There's women that have been victorious and coming out of it.
Absolutely.
And this is why we're here today, to share our experiences, good or bad experiences. They need to be shared so we can help someone that's going through it.
I think our culture as Black women has always been, you know, our Black families has always been, what goes on in your house stays in your house. And the mentality is always that you don't talk about those things. That's not something, and our ancestors and our, you know, older figures or whatever, they're strong, they don't cry, they don't break down, they, you know, and they tell you stop that crying, you know, and so it's never been acceptable to be vulnerable, to be, you know, okay with crying and having those issues. And I think it's time out for that. Now we have to say it's okay.
It's okay to not be okay.
It's okay. It's okay to have days where you just don't want to. You know what I mean? And you have to push through, but you got to get there. And if you don't deal with those issues, you're never going to get there. You know, and it's so. And they look at Black women and they say, well, you know, she got an attitude, or she's mean, or she's this. But you just don't know our story. And I think the more comfortable we become telling our story, the more easier people will understand. And then we don't have to be angry. We don't have to be mad, because we'll be okay with, you know, kind of being who we are. You know, and not having to be somebody else.
I mean, we have to be the generation to break the change, because a lot of it is ancestral. So it's like, if we go all the way back to the slave days where those strong women were in the fields, they were getting beat, they were getting raped, so many horrible things had happened, and it just kept festering on. And we have to be the generation to break off those curses. And to break off those
the hard work. Like, I had a big bush in front of my house, and it grew. It started out like a small bush, like our problems, you know. They started out small, you know, and it grew so big that you couldn't even see the front of my house anymore. So when I said, oh, it's time to get rid of this, it was a lot of work. You didn't just come and cut the bush down. You know, he had to cut it down,
Yeah.
had to dig under it. They had to put some kind of stuff to kill the root. Because he's like, if you don't, right.
Growing that.
Yeah.
And then he said, if you don't do something now, it's going to get under your house and mess up the foundation of your home. You know, and it's sometimes, when I think about that, that's a lot of our issues. You know, just something very small, you know, and it can manifest in something so huge. But you have to do your work. Sound like you did your work.
Definitely.
You went to Jesus. Jesus helped you get through and do your work. You know, and it's not easy.
No.
But it's worth it.
Yeah, it is. I think that just acknowledging that you've been through something, and that's what I always, when I talk to women and just kind of have a conversation, it's the acknowledgement. Because sometimes we've been living in silence so long that we haven't even dealt with that. Yes, this did happen to me. And then now that we know what happened, now let's deal with it. I think that, you know, I meet a lot of women. Out of 10, I would say at least 6 of them have been molested or sexually abused in some type of way. The other 4 have had some type of emotional, mental abuse. And just acknowledge it. It happened to me, but guess what? I'm still here. Now what? And I think that's the thing that you have to challenge people and say, hey, you know, you're here though.
Yes.
You've been through that thing.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing.
Yes.
But you're here.
Yes.
You know, so what do we do now? So, wow, for our good show. This was our good first show, you guys. This is the She Share, where we talk about all the stuff that needs to be talked about that might be in silence right now. And I just see great things happening with my sister Erica, my sister Taya, and our drop-in wonderful sister. She didn't know she was gonna be on the show today, but you just never know when you're hanging out with me what's gonna happen. So we're just really excited, and I'm hoping that it will definitely blossom into what it needs to be. And we want to help women across the world if we can.
Yes.
So, and I know we can. So make sure you tune in for the next She Shared. And yeah, Ma, edit this part out. I don't know what she was just. She gonna put this on the blooper, y'all. Ma, edit this part out.
like
What was you pointing at Taylor for?
Right, like,
For her info.
For Taya's info. Oh, we said the keto queen, but we're gonna come back to it. Okay, pick up right here, Ma. And also Taya, our keto queen. Tell us a little bit about all the wonderful things that you do.
Well, I am known as the Keto Queen. I can help you turn your body into a fat burning machine. If you've been struggling with your weight, I promise there's an easier way. So yes, you can look me up, ketoqueens.com, or you can find me Keto Queens on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Bam! Yes. And your ministry?
Yes, I have a nonprofit ministry called Heart to Hand Shoebox Ministry. It was started by myself and my granddaughter. At the time, she was 6 years old. We go around and we pass out shoeboxes filled with toiletries, socks, hats, gloves, anything that anyone needs. We partner with Toys for Tots. We do back to school drives. We help people that cannot help themselves. It is my baby, so you can find us on Instagram, or Heart to Hand Shoebox Ministries, Facebook, Heart to Hand Shoebox Ministries, and also you can follow me, Erica Diane Patrick Vincent.
Yes! We got our very own Vincent, just so you know. And of course, you know me, guys, on purpose. Tune in to Live on Purpose and now the She Shed, and all the many other things that I do that I won't name today. All right, you guys, see y'all soon.
I'm gonna say some of your words and why. We got to name that.
Oh, yeah. Words and Wine this Wednesday, coming up on February 20th, right here at this lovely establishment, as Tiffany said earlier. So make sure you join us and check us out on Facebook. We'll see y'all soon.
Bye.
See you later.
Welcome to the She Shed. Come and join the She Shed, yeah. Come and join the She Shed. Welcome to the She Shed, yeah. Welcome to the She Shed. Come and join the She Shed, yeah. Welcome to the She Shed.
My plan again, G-Y, yay! I want to play it again.